Hi, welcome back to Art by Brooke. I'm Brooke, and in this video I am going to be painting on this 12 inch by 12 inch canvas. So this is one I've poured in the past, I think maybe about a year ago. And while it's showing up on the camera really nicely, and while it's one of my favorites that I've poured, in person it's very dark and very hard to see the cells unless you're up close. So it's not going to translate very well to hanging on someone's wall. So I decided that I'm just going to pour over it, make something new, see what I can get from it. But I wanted to show it to you on camera first. I do have a video of myself making this. I don't know if I've posted it yet or not. It's one that was really hard to take a video of because if you're pouring with black, it's incredibly reflective and I don't have professional lighting, so we're seeing glare for the most of the video. So I'll see if that video's around if you want to see this poured, but in the meantime, let's try pouring something else on it. I have some colors mixed up left over from some previous pours, so I'm going to be doing neon yellow, purple, probably some black, bunch of blues, and maybe some green. And first I'm going to do just a layer of black gesso on the top of this just to help kind of even it out. I could probably pour right onto it, but this is one that I did use silicone in, and to get the silicone off the surface I used cornstarch and got it off as much as I could, but there are all these little tiny pinprick holes through the paint that the silicone left, I believe, and I don't know if I got all the cornstarch off. I think I got most of it, but I think just a layer of gesso will help kind of even out any of the weird surface stuff. So I'm going to jump into that and then we'll jump into pouring. So I'm back. The gesso is on the top of the canvas and now I'm going to start putting in some colors. So I'm going to start with white. Now I'm going to flip this on the canvas. It's been a little while since I've just done a straight up flip cup. And I'm going to let that sit and settle for a little while. So we'll come back in a minute to pull that up. And we're back. So I'm going to do a little bit of black around the outside edge of this just to help it kind of move around a little bit better. Give it a little bit of extra paint. Wow. I really do love those blues and greens. I'm seeing a little bit of black over here with some cells, which is cool. So I'm going to hit it with my creme brulee torch to see if I can get some bubbles out. There's a lot of bubbles coming out, which is really cool. Okay, so let's get to tilting. Actually, I'm going to grab my gloves. So I don't always use gloves, but they make cleanup a lot easier, especially with paint pours where the paint is going to go over all the sides and you're not just kind of doing detail work or pouring on something and just letting it sit. So I just decided this time I will. Sometimes it's fun to let your hands be in the paint, but I am doing other things tonight, so cleanup being easy is a good thing. There we go. Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous. try to stretch it back this way a little bit. Okay, I think I like how it is now. So, I'm gonna go under all the corners, or I mean not the corners, but the edges. Just kind of get that down. And then the fun part is to watch and see what happens. Okay, so that is done. I'm gonna go get rid of my gloves and then come back and torch it again just to see if anything else will come up. Okay, we're back. Looks like that's about it. Make sure it's in focus. Yes. So this is gorgeous. I'm really excited about this. I love this white kind of smoky feel coming through. This is really interesting. I think that's where, when I picked my cup up, I pulled it off, but there was like a line of drips that came down to the middle. I think that's what this is coming through. So that's really interesting. I try not to get that in there, but it's kind of cool looking. And then this just kind of looks fluid. Like, I mean, obviously it's a fluid paint pour, but that's one of the best parts of the paintings, is that you kind of get that fluid feel that you can't get with a paintbrush. Well, I can't get with a paintbrush. I think there's a lot of people who can, but it's definitely just a different feeling. So I will come back in a couple minutes and then we'll do a close-up and see where it goes. It actually has changed a little bit. I think some more cells along here popped up, so that's pretty cool. And let's do a little close-up. So here's kind of the top view of it. Come down here and see this. Let's see if it works with the glare. Well, it's kind of working. It's having trouble focusing, but it's kind of cool liquid part. And then there's some really pretty cells up here, coming down into here. Here's that textured part that flows over this way. And then some beautiful blue cells. This down here almost looks like a face. And I love this effect, kind of like the Aurora Borealis effect with the blues and purples. A little bit of that bright yellow that showing up through there, and some over here, and then a little bit more over here. Something that's neat, let's see if it shows up on camera. It kind of is. So this, like, these lines of blue coming through are really cool. So here's the overall effect. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell for notifications. You'll see when I post new videos. And leave a comment below if you have thoughts about this or anything you want me to try in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate you being part of this really cool art community. I'm really enjoying making videos for you and getting feedback and talking to all of you. So I hope you have a great day. Bye!